Whoa, no you don't. No you don't. Definite run to the line with Dirk now. Hello everybody, welcome along once again to an early morning here in the 4X Annex. And we've come off a 4-hour race last weekend of the at the Nürburgring, the Nordschleife. So we're sat at A 4.99. Our A license is maxed out, safety rating is 4.99, fantastic. And unofficial races this week in week 13, I mean, there's no chance to lose that, which is great. So we're going to do some unofficial races. Well, we're going to do at least one unofficial race with the new Ligier, was it a JS P320? The Ligier JS P320, which is the new LMP3 car. So this sits obviously below the LMDH, LMP2, then you've got the LMP3. Should be easier to drive, 460 horsepower, just under a ton. Good numbers, but it's designed to be fairly easy to drive. We'll see how that translates. So we've taken it out the second we got it, downloaded it. We popped into a quick session at Spa, just to set up the buttons, everything like that, make sure everything was out there. We thought, oh, you know what, let's jump into a race session. So we did do a really quick race, but it didn't really go to plan. I'll show you some quick highlights of that now before we move on. Alright, here we are on the grid. Let's see what happens. We know that our pace is nowhere near everyone else's. We'll see how we go. Got a fast repair. I need that. Wish me luck. I've absolutely jumped into a race with no practice at all here. We actually started the engine. Yes, we have got an engine. See so little at the side of your car because that massive A-pillar there. I guess that's what it's like in real life, but... Right, we'll try and keep out of trouble. Let's see how we do. Alright, hopefully that guy will back out there. Just about side by side. What's going on here? No, no! No! We're still going. We're still going. We've got our fast repair. So we will come into the pits at the end of this lap. That was a fun start, wasn't it? Almost got away with that. Let's just say the car's quite reluctant to turn. Oh no! 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 Oh no! Right. Let's get over here. Right. There's someone coming along. Where are you going? He's dragging his wheel with him. He's had the steering more than I have. It was that Romain. So we're managing to get round. I'm not sure how my front left is doing. We're definitely trying the damage model out for this new car. Right. Romain's now 6.7 behind. Let's get this fast repair. I think some people are towing, so we should be able to get round to the pits before they get there. Is this still flat out? Yeah, still flat out on the left-handers there. I'm going to slow right down for this chicane. Here we go. It's a very tight corner when your car doesn't really want to turn. Right, hopefully we're better. This might just be us driving around on our own at this point. Whew, handful. Starting to get a bit more to grips with the car. Getting used to it, wanting to go straight on at the corners. Holding the brakes on the way in a bit more. Try and get that back in to turn in a little bit, because I think that's probably the technique here. You get down my inside. Off you go, mate. Right, and hopefully the next one will get me after Eau Rouge. It's 2 seconds back now. Yeah, see, that's quite easily flat out, really. Fifth gear, though, just nothing. There's nothing happening. Yeah, turning in on the brakes, I think is what you need to do to try and get the car to pivot. Ah! No! No! Oh, no! They're going the wrong way. Well, we've still got a race with Roman behind, so I don't want to give up this potential P5. 7 minutes to go. We're 20 seconds ahead of Roman. Oh, the car just dies there. 130 mile an hour. You can't accelerate more. Maybe that's because I've got damage. Oh, the Cadillac, I just span off into the scenery. I don't know if you saw that. There he is. Right. Olivier's 3 and a bit seconds in front. Let's see if we can chase him down. No, my car must be damaged. Yep, I think I'm suffering a lot of damage here. Mind you, Olivier's still only 2 seconds in front. 128 mile an hour, flat out. What is this car? Yeah, so I definitely got rear end damage. My car's just going nowhere. Roman behind us now, 10 seconds behind me. I think he's catching. Well, I know he's catching. Look how slow I am. 129 mile an hour. Let's go back down to 4th gear. Flat out in 4th. So what are you guys up to? I'm just Driving this car as fast as I can. Okay, gap behind's now 6.6. Tongues out. That was a 2:28, and Roman behind did a 2:17. I'm 10 seconds a lap off the pace at the moment. Back down to 4th. I mean, the car's still going. I've not got a meatball. I don't want to give up. Here he comes. I'm not going to put up a big fight, of course. I'm not going to be silly and go super defensive. Ruin his day. Off you go, Roman. I'd have a 2:28. At least I'm consistent. We're actually going to get lapped by the LMP3 leaders here. Are we catching Olivier? Olivier's not just 5 seconds up the road. 4.9. If we don't get lapped here by the LMDH leader, then we've got a lap to go and chase down Olivier. Right, he's 3.2 seconds ahead. That's P5 up there. We've got the leaders of LMP3 behind. Who are going to be flying up towards us, coming out of Eau Rouge. But we're chasing down Olivier here. He's let us past. He's let us past. We're going to get the top 5, guys. We're going to get the top 5, albeit a lap down. Unless we mess up. Oh, dearie me. It's still a handful. It's dear. Oh, dear. Never give up, guys. Top 5 coming at you. It's a couple of corners to go now. And we'll score a top 5. Right, let's get out of this thing and have a look at those incidents. Right, let's have a look at lap 1, shall we? How we got through this. A little bit of rubbing there. We got round that one, and that guy just... Oh, he was avoiding the guy in front. Oh, that'll be why I was slow then. Your car looks great, Davo. Car looks great. Right, let's watch the incidents. There's me running wide again. Yeah, right. Oh, that's just me getting out of their way, I think. Oh yeah. Launching it. Hang on, let's have another look at this. So I try and let these guys past. It puts me a bit wide. Of course, that understeer means I bounce over there. I don't know what I've hit to launch me in the air like that. And then as I then go back round, I bump into the barrier. And then after that, my car was just slow in a straight line, but I'm not really sure why. It handled fine. Handling was fine. So that was smart. Could have worked out better. But it left us feeling a little bit disenchanted with the car. Maybe that's unfair. Maybe it's just the nature of that circuit. Maybe it's the nature of the way that the race went. But we weren't really too fussed about it. But that's not really fair on the car to judge it after a race like that. So we've gone away, come back the next day. So week 13, unofficial races, etc. And they do change the circuit every day. So we're back now to have a race at Daytona. Now, this might suit the car better. We might have a bit more luck in the race. But we're still going to give it a go and be quite critical of anything that we think's wrong with it. Be positive about anything that we think's right with it. So, without further ado, we're going to skip over to Daytona. And if at any point you do like this video, please do give the video a like. It really, really helps me to understand what you guys like to see. So, let's head over to a practice and qualifying session at Daytona. Okay, let's head out and do a qualifying lap. So it's ranked us as the third place car in our class. So hopefully we've got a chance of mixing it with everybody, even though this isn't our normal kind of car. We'll try and get a decent quality lap in.
Exit looks clear. Okay, Damo, we've got 2 laps to set a decent time.
Okay, Jim. Now one of the things I'm a bit worried about in this car is after my first impressions, I think you need to be fairly early on the brakes. Otherwise it locks up, so you need to be fairly early on the brakes and then just trail that all the way into the apex to get the car to turn. Now, because I'm going to be fairly early on the brakes, I can imagine in a race there's going to be a lot of "I didn't expect you to brake so early, mate" people running into the back of me. We'll see, we'll see. Let's worry about that later. For now, let's try and not get any off tracks on our qualifying laps. Set a decent time. Let's see where we start. Right, here goes the banker lap. Get something on the board and then push a bit harder on lap 2. That was actually really cautious, Damien. I've lost nearly half a second in one corner there. All the way down to first for this one. Track temperatures are a bit higher than practice. So I'd expect to be a little bit slower. But this delta is basically me being too cautious. Hey, just a banker lap. We'll try a bit harder on the next one. Right, here we go.
Position. You've just done a 145.90.
Bit of traction control ruining my fun there. Still a little chance of us going quicker than we did on the banker lap. If we get a decent bus stop here, we're alright. Okay, I think we are slightly up. Not far from the Delta, which is our best ever lap, which was done in practice session earlier with lower track temperatures. Where's that finish line? .45.5. Right, let's see what everyone else gets and see where we are on the grid.
That's the end of the session. Pole position. Well done, mate.
Pole. Okay. Let's head to the grid. See how we do. Getting ready.
Okay, Damo, get ready.
Let's go, let's go.
Go.
Covering off this inside, he's gone below the apron. He's gone below the apron. You can't come back up if you're below the apron, mate. You can't come back up. Round the outside. And he spun behind. He spun behind.
There's an incident in turn 1. Looks like it's Roberts. There's an incident in International Horseshoe. Nice start, mate. Well done.
Right. Let's see if we've got the pace to actually continue to win this thing. You go below the apron. I'm not going to let you back up.
Incident in turn 5.
Right. Andrew Duffy behind's 3.1k driver, so he'll catch me up at some point, and we'll have a nice little battle with him.
There's an incident in turn 7.
Oh, there's an LMDH there. Which way are you going, mate? Which way are you going? I'll go low then. Is he waiting for me? Yeah.
We'll stop.
Did all three of us get that slow down? That's impressive.
Alright, Andrew's now just 2 seconds behind. Get a little bit of a toe off this LMDH. We've actually managed to make up a little bit of time on turn 1. So gentle on the brakes. Let's try to lock up there. Gap's back up to 2.6. Dancing on the old traction control there. It's still a bit of a fighter, this car, you know. It has definitely got the understeery tendency in there to make it nice and easy to drive. That might be a lot to do with the fixed setup, of course. I think the whole idea of it is that that it's easy to drive and easy to race, even in real life. You know, it's for gentlemen racers, dentists, as they say. And I think that sort of translates here. It's still it is quite fun. That slow down? No. So Andrew's now 2.3 behind, right. I say Andrew's 3.1k. I haven't been over 3k for 6 months now, so I'm a bit out of practice for that sort of level.
You're in the lead. That was 146.15.
Nonetheless, we'll do what we can to win this one.
Incident in turn 5.
Again, just the car just really trying to lock up going into that corner. Be so gentle with the brakes, just barely. Well, it feels like I'm barely using the brake. To start to turn in. You can see my brake inputs obviously at the bottom of the screen. And you can see my feet, of course, as well. Alright. Seems to be fairly consistently a couple of attempts down on my on the Delta, which is my best ever lap. But we are over 100 degrees C.
Behind is increasing. It's now 2.9.
3 seconds back to Andrew now. 3 seconds. Okay, let's try and put a...
Okay, Damo. 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
a hotter lap in this time. Try and get a good run at the bus stop there. Go for fastest lap, shall we? I'm not sure what the fastest lap is in our group at the moment. But I'll try and get into the 45s. See what happens. I lost a lot of time on the exit there. I didn't get the car pivoted enough to be able to get on the power. It's a crucial thing in this car, it really is, to try and get the car turned. So that's brought Andrew back into play. He's just 2.7 behind now.
Thank you.
We'll have a-
won't break to the corner. We appreciate it, but
Couldn't quite make that out, but look at everyone's incidents after the race. Including that turn 1 incident, of course, as well.
I think you're looking for your sorry button, actually. It's the one that you're not pressing.
So Lucas at the top of the screen keeps saying thanks. And Keenan, who he was fighting with, says that he should be saying sorry. And maybe their thanks is a sarcastic thanks from Lucas, and I don't feel it's their fault, either of them. We'll have a look at that in a bit.
Hey, thanks for pushing the pivot. You get that through that though.
If I can turn that up.
I got hit off the start, so I have
You've just
nowhere
done
straight
146.
end. There was no point trying to pass you.
Yeah, I was wondering why you going pretty slow there.
Well, I don't know who went pretty wide going in a one, but they just turned and hit the tires all on their own. And I tried to slow down and not hit it. I don't know who hit me behind, but it's week 13. I don't expect anyone to slow down, I guess. Yeah, there's no point in trying to pass you. This would have cost us both times.
Like this, you use the brain there. It's something a lot of people don't do.
We are driving the dentist car, so maybe the logical thing would have been just to drive into a full throttle.
I just can't quite make out what they're saying. Maybe it's clearer for you guys, but I need to have some way of turning the voice chat up a bit, maybe.
Duffy behind is now 2.6 seconds.
Okay, Andrew Duffy behind, 2.6. So we're sort of holding that a bit, well, even though we're trying to listen to the radio from the other guys. I think that's probably sums this car up. I'm not even really thinking about driving it. I'm just kind of going through the motions. And it's doing all right. I mean, Andrew is catching us slightly when we're not pushing. I'm not too worried about that, but I think as that traction control kicks in quite a lot,
You can still protest people for week 13. You know that?
it definitely gives you a sense that it's not going to kill you, even though it is, because in the first times that I drove the car,
That lap was a
it does snap somewhat. If you do get a little bit of a slide, then it pings back the other way, like the old McLaren GT3 car. Okay, Andrew. Oh, Andrew's made a mistake. I say Andrew's just 2.2 behind, but he's made a mistake there, so he's over 3 seconds again.
Wow.
You see, this traction control scooped that up quite nicely. It's a bit of a Fisher-Price, my first LMP car, this, I guess. I guess that's the sort of idea. Maybe it should be red with a yellow roof,
just 5 minutes.
like the old Little Tykes ones.
We can win this.
How many laps we got? So this is lap 6. I think there's going to be 9, unless we get lapped. So yeah, a nice safe car. I think at this point in the race, I guess, although I'm not concluding anything with a couple laps to go, I think I'm feeling that
I don't even begin to know what that was about.
I wouldn't mind driving this car if my team decided they needed an extra driver for an endurance race or something like that and said, Damien, can you step in? That'd be okay. I don't know if I'm going to run out and get excited about driving it, racing it. Maybe if there's a really good track combo that I'd like to try. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how popular the series are. I'm not sure which ones this is going to be in.
The gap to 4 feet behind is now 3.5.
If it turns out to be really popular, maybe the racing will be really good. It's good to have it on the come on. On the system, of course. It's always good to have nice cars, nice new cars. It's just we want them to be popular, not like the Porsche Missionara and the Brazilian stock cars. I hear that this might be part of a multi-class series with GT4. In which case, if I do that race, I'll probably do it in GT4. I think right now I'm more likely to want to jump into a GT4 car. And it's not because they're more fun to drive. I'm not really sure what the difference is. I just feel that this doesn't quite give you that scary feeling that the LMP2s perhaps should do. And it's not super fast. So, yeah. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We're up to the end of lap 7 now. Looks like it will be a 9-lap race. Andrew's just within 3 seconds again. I think if I just kind of do what I've been doing, we'll be alright.
Masterclass cars are catching you up.
A heck of a dive bomb there from a BMW. He's brought a BMW to a Cadillac party. Is that Ben Smeets 3.4k driver? So
2 minutes left.
he seems to be quite far ahead of all the Cadillacs. Maybe we can read a little bit into that. I'm not sure we can in week 13, but interesting comparison there.
Not dude. You had every right to keep your nose stuck in. I thought I was clear.
Okay, so it looks like our chaser now is no longer Andrew Duffy, it's now Dirk Rozecki, who's 2.6 seconds behind. He had a 45.3 on the last lap, so that's quite a quick time. And I'm guessing this is going to be white flag when we come round here. Zero X race. If this was an official race, I'd be quite happy with that. 1 lap to go. So Andrew's going to get a toe off Dirk now. So Andrew and Dirk are within half a second of each other behind. We've got the white flag.
Come on, Damo. One more lap. Keep it together. We'll win this. Good consistency. Keep them coming.
Okay, Andrew's made another mistake, so he's dropped back from Dirk. We'll just bring this home. Have a look at all the incidents. Have a look at the results. And then conclude what we think about this car.
That's the fast car approaching.
Well, we have got another potential dive bomb coming at us in a Cadillac.
There's an incident in turn 6. We think it might be Duffy.
Oh, so Andrew's not had a very good day. He's just had an incident in turn 6. LMP1 dive bomb incoming. Whoa, no you don't, no you don't! Definite run to the line with Dirk now. He's got me. There's nothing I can do here to stop Dirk. I'll go super low. I'll need this guy's toe. I'm gonna make him go around the outside. He's got me.
Well done, Damo. Great drive. That's a podium.
Nice one, Dirk. Nice one, mate. P2. Oh dear, good fun that. Good fun. Yeah, let's have a look at everyone's instance. Have a look at the results, and then let's see what we think about the car. Right, we'll have a look at everyone's incidents, and of course at the start of the race, people behind me were keen to get going. Oh, there's a bit of blinking up ahead, and I think that confused everyone up ahead. Okay, so this is coming into turn 1. Give that guy obviously plenty of room. He just clipped the barriers, and that stitched everyone else up. A few people got round him. Oh, it seems this guy also got caught in it, so this is car number 4. Nice send on the inside. Keeps it nice and tight. But then he's going to come across... Oh, yeah. Someone just ran into him. Let's have a look at the next instance. This is coming down to International Horseshoe. Oh, so the guy behind actually gave a bit of a punt there to that car. I think they got away with it. This one ran wide. It's that understeer again. Okay, up to the LMDHs. Oh, nearly held it on the exit of the the bus stop, and then just towed. Okay, LMDHs, they do look good, don't they, these LMDHs? That's BMW getting mixed up with the caddies, giving it a bit of a shove. Yeah, just a bit of a bump around turn 1. And then plenty of racing room there, so that's okay after that. A spinner, or sort of spin, managed to catch the slide, but it just ran out of road. Okay, so these are the LMP3 cars coming into turn 1. Oh, and just a bit of netcode bump. He tried to hold it. Plenty of runoff there, but he still managed to find the tyre wall. Yeah, at that point, there's not a lot you can do. Okay, back to the BMW LMDH. A spin there. Carries on. Same car again. Pushing his luck with track limits there. Chucked it into to there. And blew his engine by the sounds of things as well. Is he going to just leave it there? Your car's toast, mate. Right. LMP3s again. There's going to be someone going into the back of someone? Yeah. This is what I was worried about with people misjudging braking distances and just wandering into the back of the people in front. You're going to hear a lot of excuses of, oh, I didn't expect you to brake that early, mate.
So maybe the logical thing would have been just to drive into a full throttle.
Ooh. There wasn't really a gap there. Let's have another look at that. Where is it? Here.
So maybe the logical thing would have been just to drive into a full throttle.
He made a gap. He lost half his car, but he made a gap. Right, LMP3s again. Into the bus stop. Side by side. I don't think many people would be surprised that didn't quite work, but they both carry on. Oh, was that a bit of retaliation there? I don't know.
You can still protest people for week 13, you know that?
You can still protest people for week 13, you know that. Ooh.
You can still protest people for week 13, you know that?
Okay, let's have a look. Caddies and Beamers mixing it in the LMDH. Oh, okay. 2 into 1 doesn't go. And the Beamer gets away scot-free there. Alright. Quite dramatic when these cars spin round, isn't it? Is it going to come back on track? Oh, no. And an engine explosion there as well. I think iRacing has that one noise for an engine explosion. Oh, come on. Side by side for the bus stop again. This time he didn't hold it. Oh, dear. Off you go, mate. It's good to see there's some paints already on these cars. This car's been out less than a day. And there's some actual trading paints put on these cars already. Okay, coming into turn 1. Just a bit of a bump there. Is he then going to collect the LMDH? Ooh, I think he just tagged it slightly. Alright, what's next? Is there someone on their own coming into turn 1? Yep. Doesn't find the barrier. Carries on to fight another day. Okay, back to this shiny Beamer. Very graceful coming onto the oval. And that's the end. Right, here we go with the classified results. And it wasn't top split. That's kind of explaining why we managed to just win it. Or we didn't win it, did we? It came P2. But why there wasn't really much of a battle at the front there. So the first time we've seen a non-top split race on this channel. Strength of field 2480. And yeah, me and Dirk over the line, separated by 0.005. Which is bad. I still got credited with 0 instant points. But of course, no effect to the safety rating or I rating. So yeah, not a bad race. Shame about the carnage at turn 1. Yeah, let's have a think about what we think about the car. So after a couple of goes in this Ligier AGS P320 now, what do I think about it? I think it very much is designed to be my first LMP car. It's designed to be easy to drive. Actually makes it quite tricky to drive. It makes it easy to not spin by having lots of traction control, having an understeer setup. Maybe setups will change that. But like I said during the race, it's okay. It's fine. It's an okay car. And like I say, if my team said to me, Damien, we need you to cover a couple of hours in Ligier for Sebring 12 or whatever, then I'd be fine. I wouldn't mind that. But it's not going to be top of my list of cars to go and race in the next season. It's not bottom either. I mean, I definitely prefer driving this to something like the Mission R, or even things like the Formula Renault 3.5. Don't get on with that very well. But yeah, not as much fun. Not that sense of achievement or sense of excitement as the LMP2 car. But it's there to do a job, I think. It's there to kind of introduce people to prototype racing, and it's not as tricky to drive as the Radicals. So I think if you're going to go the LMP route, then beyond Rookie Series, perhaps going to Spec Racer Ford, this is perhaps the route to go instead of Spec Racer Ford and Radicals now. Just go straight into Ligier JSP 320. Get used to that, and then that might prepare you for LMP2. Maybe that's a bit of a jump too far. I don't know. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, the judge really will be the community here on iRacing. My thoughts are that it's fine, but I'm not that excited. But hey, good to have more stuff on there. I probably will get my own paint on it though, just in case I do have to drive it for anything. And I've said all this, and you watch in a few weeks' time, you'll probably see me driving it around a track that I like. If it's a good track combo, maybe I'll do it. But hey, thanks for watching along. Let me know what your thoughts are about the car as well. Let me know if you're suffering with that understeer as well. Maybe that's just me. I mean, I like an understeery car. I found this was too understeery even for me. But let me know what you think about the car. Let me know if you are going to race this car. And don't think that I'm saying that you shouldn't. Absolutely give it a go. And if this is your bag, that's brilliant. It just happens to not quite be my bag. But thanks for watching along. Give the video a thumbs up if you haven't already. It helps me to understand what you guys like to see, and also it obviously helps YouTube to understand what's worth showing to other people. And of course, if you haven't already, I'm going to need you to subscribe. And when you do subscribe, you can go into your notification settings and there'll be a bell in there to tick that to all, and it'll tell you when I go live or put a new video out, which is great for me and great for you. But for now, until next time, when it looks like I'm going to be racing a GT4 Championship race every single week, and then I'll also do other races as well. Have a great week or weekend, whatever it is you're going to do, and I'll see you next time. I'm going to leave you a couple of videos that I think you're going to want to watch.